Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a great day. You guys already know it's Granna, so that means it's kitchen talk time. So let's just hop into it. Okay, before I get started on my little talk for today, I want to just send a shout out, happy birthday to my niece, because today is her birthday. So I hope you're having a great day, Cherie, and I love you. Okay. All right, wow. Crazy world. Where we going from in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, from a child shooting up a school to a person that's running for the highest position in the United States making statements like people are eating cats and dogs. Oh my God, it's just so much. I don't even know what all this. I don't even want to really get into too much about that. But that was the most ridiculous statement I ever heard anyone in a position like that say about a human being going to the extreme of eating cats and dogs. Totally ridiculous. But anyway, let's move on to the shooting. You know, it's been a little over, maybe right at 2 weeks now since that happened. And it was up in Weiner, Georgia. And 14-year-old shot up the school, which is just crazy, unbelievable that this young child had access to a gun like that. But, you know, after they've been doing the investigation and everything, his father bought him this gun for a gift. And, you know, I don't know what his father was thinking, because that's no gun that a child should not have access to a gun, period, let alone that type of gun. There is no way any parent should think it's okay for their child to be handling that type of equipment, you know, dangerous equipment like that. I mean, that's just like telling your 12 or 13-year-old, 14-year-old that's not of legal age, giving them the keys to your car and telling them to go joyride driving. I mean, they're not of legal age, so why would you give them, you know, no one in their right mind would give them the keys to their car and tell them to go joyriding riding at that age. So what make you think it's okay to give them access to that type of gun, an AK, whatever it was, AK 40, whatever. You know, we seen the picture of the gun. I mean, I don't know what to thinking of. And the thing about it, you know, I don't care how mature you think your child is, how, you know, older they act than what they actually age is. It's not right. It's not right. No child should have access to any type of gun, because we don't know their mindset. Their mindset mentally is not set to be given that type of responsibility of handling something like that. I mean, it was so sad that this child, whatever was going on in his life, he felt like he needed to go to the school and shoot the school up. And of course, there was rumors out there saying he was being bullied, or, you know, there was things going on with his parents. They was going through whatever they was going through, and he felt like that was, I don't know. I don't want to say an option out for him to get out of it. I don't know. You know, there's so much stuff that these kids can gather through social media, and apparently that's what it's looking like he did. They say he did some searches on different school shooting, you know, that has went on throughout the years, and, you know, through social media. And that's the thing with social media, is so openly available for kids to see all these horrible things that goes on in the world, because they have this little device right there in their hand, whether it's their phone, their iPads, or what have you, and they can gather this information. And when they're not at the mindset, and it's already a struggle because they're so young, and we know that they're not mentally capable of accepting a lot of this stuff that goes on in the world. And when you have other things, and I'm not making any excuses for this child, I'm just trying to figure out, I guess, in my own mind, what got him to that point. But when they having to deal with peer pressure, and they having to deal with, things going on in the home, and destruction in their home, where they may be used to this, and then this started happening, and it started destroying what they felt like was a safe place for them. And then they got social media to fall back on, and all these different things that they can research and look at. Is really sad, because out of that shooting that this child did, 4 people lost their life and several other was injured. And two young kids around his age, lost their life. 2 innocent young kids didn't have anything to do with what was going on with this child. And 2 teachers also lost their life. So it was very unfortunate that had to take place, and these families now having to deal with the loss of their loved ones because of the dysfunctional things that was going on with this young child to get him to that point. It's just really sad. It's really sad that something can't be done about these access to these different guns. It's so easily there for people to do them. And I don't know. And parents, you have to take that responsibility. I saw on social media where some people were saying that they shouldn't, hold his parents responsible. Absolutely should. They absolutely should hold him, especially his father, because his father should never had purchased that gun and had it accessible for him to get to. No, it's okay. You take your son hunting as a sport, because that's what some people do. I wouldn't even do that with my children or grandchildren. I don't want them around a gun, period. So definitely wouldn't be taking them out hunting or anything like that, especially at no 14 years old. But that's what his father chose to do. So, his father should absolutely be held accountable for his son's action, along with his son too. Because it was just too much. They say that the son had reached out to his mom and sent an email or text or something, saying he was sorry, this and that, and she tried to warn the school. By the time she got the text, and she was talking about her son, and she said her son was really a good kid. But we don't be knowing, like I said, all the stuff that these kids are under, all the pressure that they're under, everything they dealing with daily, because kids can be just cruel anyway. And half of the time they don't even know why they're being mean to another child. They just are, and that's not right. You have to pray every day when we send these kids off to school. Your parents send their kids off, and grandparents, because I'm constantly praying for my grandchildren daily about situations like this. Asking God to cover them throughout their school day, that something like this does not take place, does not happen. And since that incident has happened, even here in my area, there has been several online allegedly threats that's been put out there about schools that someone is going to shoot up, and a list of schools that's gonna have shootings and this kind of stuff. And it's just nerve-wracking and stressful for the school staff, for the police departments, for the parents. When they're getting alerts and getting these emails and alerts back to back saying that this is what has been brought to the school administration attention, that there's a possibility somebody out there putting this stuff online saying that their school could possibly, be the next one to have a shooting and all this kind of stuff. And, parents are trying to, figure if they need to go pick the kids up, what's going on. And then you're flooding the school, trying to, call to check to see what's up. It's crazy. I mean, they actually did arrest a child, not in my immediate area, but, the outskirts or whatever, because he was allegedly joking about shooting up a school. And either one of the other students went and told the teacher, and they arrested this child. And then there was a child on a bus that made the gun sign, like how you do it, like I'm gonna shoot you, like bang bang, whatever, however he was doing it. They say he went down and pulled it out of his pants and made the, the gesture with his hand on the bus. And I believe that little child got arrested too because he was just joking around or whatever. Or they say he said that the kids up front was making too much noise and he couldn't take it, so he made that gesture. But these are things now that those parents have got to deal with because he was joking about this or he was joking about that, and you need to talk to your kids and let them understand the severeness of these type of things. These type of things are not a joke. You can't joke about wanting to shoot up the school or bang bang or making the gestures with your hand as if you have a gun or something like that, because it's taken so serious these days, and it has to be taken serious. And then when it get to the point where the police are coming to arrest these little kids or take custody of these little kids, they're scared out of their minds. And they don't see anything that they did. They don't understand. So you have to have these open conversations with your children about the seriousness of this. It's not a joke. I had that conversation last week with my granddaughter, and she was talking to me about their teacher was telling them that there was threats going around on the internet or something like that. And I told her, I said, if anyone ever come to you and say something like that to you, tell that child they need to go and talk to the teacher, because you don't want to get involved with anything like that, or talking about it from one friend to the next friend to the next friend to the next friend, because you could end up in a situation and all you're doing is just telling someone else may have said to you. You don't want to get caught up in anything like that. And if you hear somebody talking about it, don't even discuss it with the next friend. Go immediately to your teacher, or let them know that this is what you just heard them say, but you don't know for sure and stuff, because you got to have those open conversations, because it's just too much going on. I mean, like I said, right now those families will be dealing with those death of their loved ones, their children, their teachers, their husbands, their wives, whatever the case may be. It's hard. It's hard these days, just getting up, sending your kids to school and praying that they're safe while they're at school. So they definitely need to come up with something legally where these weapons cannot be put out there for children to get access to. And not only that, AK-1, any weapon, period. I don't care if it's a little 22 pistol. I don't care what kind of weapon it is. It should not be accessible to a child. No one under the age, I say, of 21 should have it, but we already know that there are 18, 19, 20-year-olds that have guns and stuff like that. But yeah, it's crazy. So prayers to that whole community in Granna, Georgia, to those families that was affected by this child's decision, and even prayers to that child, because I can't see him fully understanding the repercussions that's going to come behind his actions. I mean, he's only 14 years old. He cannot be that mature that he's going to understand. He's going to be held as an adult and be tried as an adult, and he's going to be in a surrounding that he is nowhere near ready to be around or be in. He's not. I don't care how mature he is. He's not prepared mentally, physically, or spiritually, or any other way for that situation. Okay. All right, Granna's about to get up out of here. You guys have a great day. Continue to pray for our schools and just for this world. Okay. Check y'all out next time around.